Yeah, so hello everyone, good morning and good evening. So let's start the session. So last class actually we have discussed about how to do a GitHub search for a particular users with NGRX. So now we are going to understand a new concept. The new concept in the NGRX thing. Okay. So till now we use only one module, that is the root app module, and we just made the NGRX setup based on that root module. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the Angular routing concept with the module. So we already discussed Angular routing with modules concept, but in that, how to configure the NGRX, that's very important. Okay. So now let's start with NGRX routing with Angular modules. Okay. So first of all, let me remove all these existing things. These are all not required. App component, this is not required. App module, I don't need these many things, not required. And this one, fine. Okay. So now what you do is, okay. So now what we do is, so let's start with the default setup for NGRX with the routing. Okay, so I just prepared a notes for you guys. That is like this. So NGRX configuration for Angular routing application. So inside you are going to take two set of data. Two kinds of data. One is stocks and customers. So this whole thing represent your global state, the NGRX state. Inside for a particular module, I want to make a separate feature. So this is the feature key for the stocks module and customer feature key for customers module. So, okay, so this is the real state of our application looks like. Okay, and inside we have a lot of commands. Okay, so here how to create a root level store and effect. So how many modules you have, it doesn't matter, but at least root level we need to have one store and one root level effect. So how to create a root level store is this command, and root level effect is this command. Okay, and after that you're going to create a multiple modules. So here in this example we have two modules, one is stocks module and customers module. So customers module, we have to create a customers module like this command, and inside we have to create a store, effects, reducer, and action. Okay, so as per the name called customer. And for stock, this is the command to create a module, and we have a stock related store, reducer, action, and effect. Let me keep the effect starting here. Okay, and then yeah, I'll just tell you what is this one. Yeah, folder structure looks like this. Components folder, we have homepage, navbar, about, and contact components. Along with that, root level services, root level reducers. This is inside reducer only. We have a root level state in this folder, and fx root level fx. And inside we have customers folder for, customers module, stocks folder for stocks module, and we have internally these many other folders. Okay, so now let's start with our application. So first of all, I create, uh, actually instead of all this, can we take this as root? Okay, root level components and all, correct? So root folder. So in that root folder, can we take, or else directly we'll take. Okay, let's take components. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'll give you this file, copy in the notes, notes.txt. This is the previous one. Okay, so you have to do these things also along with that. So can we remove these things and paste it? Okay, and extra NGRX libraries you have to set up. Let me cut this. keep it in the starting. You have to install NGRX libraries first, and then you to add the schematics for that. And state looks like this, and these are all things. Okay, do one thing. Let me cut this, keep it somewhere in the last here, and these things and all not required. Okay. Okay, so first of all, you have to install the NGRX libraries like store, DevTools, FX, and schematics. So we already done that in the last class. And after that, you install these things. You need to add the schematics to the Angular. So this also done in the last class. Okay, so what is the extra thing you have to do is you start creating the root effects and all. Okay, so before that, let me just create in this one folder for components and and we also take something called root level models if required, models, and let's take another one called services. So components, model, services, and what else we have? One second, let me copy this. Then this is the actual documentation. Okay, so yeah, reduces effects will come automatically by the command. I think that's fine. In components, we have to create home, navbar, about, and contact. If you wish, you create. Otherwise, mm, okay. Then let's make just basics components creation, and then we'll start up with NGRX setup. Okay. So we need a home page, navbar, about, and contact. So in this root level component, open terminal. So nggc home, enter. Okay. Next, navbar, nggc navbar, enter, and then about, yeah, nggc about. Next, nggc contact. Okay, done. Next, we have to create a customers module with all this setup. So let's create a customers module. So how we create a customers module? So ngg or ng generate module was the name of the module. Customers hyphen hyphen root customers and hyphen hyphen module, under which module you're going to create, that is app dot module dot ts file. Okay, so let's copy this and execute in the root level. I think I'm executing, oh, cd space dot dot. Yeah, you go to first tab and enter the command, enter. Okay, created. And yeah, let's also create another module, that is stocks. So let's make a simple stocks folder, stocks, and I think that's it. Let's copy this, paste it, enter. So this will make the stocks module creation. Yes, done. Okay, and then inside customers, we need these things. Okay, so let's go to customers folder, right click, open in terminal. So in customers folder, we need components and services and models. Actions and all will come automatic. So let's make in customers, I need a folder for components components, and the directory for services, the directory for models. Okay, done. And also same thing for stocks. So new directory, components, and new directory for services, new directory for new directory for stocks. Sorry, models. Okay, and let's create a components for the customer. So for components for customer is simple NGGC customer hyphen list. So list of customers. One more NGGC customer hyphen detail. And let's create a service cd space dot dot cd space services folder NGGC customer service. Okay, done. And okay, so let's exit from here. Let's start with the stocks. Stocks components. So open terminal. So NGGC stock list. Next NGGC stock details. Okay, and in services folder NGGS stock. Okay, I may get customer services. Oh, I made customer component only. It must be, I think, in app module some problem is there. Yes, actually instead of service I made NGGC only, so that's a problem. It's supposed to be NGGS. Okay, so in services of customers, here in services of customers, you're supposed to create NGGS, stands for service, customer service. Okay, done. So we finish with the default components creation and services creation. And now let's start with the NGRX setup. Okay, so so where do you start the NGRX setup? Simple. In the root location, you have to starts with this one. So root level, state, and effect, and then each module level, these four. Okay, so let's start now. So root level, just copy this and paste it. Enter. Okay, next this one, fx root level, let's paste it. Enter. Just say y and y. Okay, and next each module level we have to create a store effect reducer. Copy this command. Go to go to customers folder, app customers folder. Here in customers folder, enter for state. So I have given a module customer module.ts file. Okay, so this state has to create inside of this module. It will do the configuration also in that module only. See, customer module.ts file. Okay, and then let's make fx as well in the same location. Paste it. Enter. So in the customer module, customer fx, let's say y and y. Done. Next, we have to create a reducer and action belongs to customer. Paste it, enter. This is for customer module. This is for stock module. Okay, transfer Y and Y. Next, customer action. Okay. Now, lastly, let's start with what? Starts with um, stocks. Exit from here. Okay, let's start with stocks. See, in customer we have action, components, effects, model, reducer, services. Okay, so go to the stocks, open in terminal. So let's start with this one, states creation for the stock. Next, effects, and then reducer. Lastly, action. Yeah, too many commands you have to type. Okay, and one last thing is, once you create the effects, okay, once you create the state, it will just get this one. You get some error. You get some error in the state of each module. You just check it. Once you have done all these commands, so this extra setup you have to do. What is that is in customers module. Um, if you go to reducers index.ts, see here is the problem. So environment not resolved. Actually, it's supposed to be dot dot slash. Okay, fine. And even for stocks module reduces index.ts file. Here also dot dot slash. Okay, so this was missing with the commands. Sorry. So this was missing with the commands and we made it and that's fine. Okay. So now we have components root level and customers module effects root level effects models root level not there reduces this is the root level state. This file is root level state. Okay, and stocks module and all fine. And if you see the app module, you can see the configuration. Store module and fx module for the root module has already been configured for root. So if you observe very closely, root level will be for root. Okay, and for every module level, if you see customers module .ts file, if you see here for feature, okay, it comes automatically. So for feature, this is a part of main state, and also same thing for the stocks. If you see inside of stock model.ts file for feature. Okay, fine. So
No
we
need
have
to no need to change from for root to for feature
no.
in root
Actually,
level.
yeah, I tell you, yes, good question. Actually, last time we made some wrong command. This is there, no? Here we have not given the something called hyphen root. We have not given last class. Even I figured out that this option was not given. This is just like this. Okay, so that's the reason why it is making for feature in root level. So I found it must be like this hyphen root option. So if you give root, it will give for root only. So this must be there. Okay, if you are not provided, you have to go manually and change it to for root. So I have now changed this command to root. So in the app module, if you see here, for root has come automatically. We have not touched it. Okay, so actual command will be like this hyphen root you have to provide.
Oh, please update the notes of previous lessons, please.
Previous lesson accordingly that is like that only because in GitHub app, uh,
Change one only. It
yeah,
will
yeah,
be.
understood. Notes. here. Yeah, here we have not given that hyphen root. You have to go.
All right,
That's it.
thanks.
That's it. Okay, fine. So now it's done. So complete setup is done. So now let's start somewhere. Mm, let's start from navbar. First, let me configure navbar somewhere. Okay, so let's go to app, app component.html. But in this router configuration is not there. So app navbar, and below that, let me configure for router outlets because I have to configure the routings here in this router module. Okay, and let me start the server first. Exit. Yeah, in the root level, let's say npm start. So let's see how it will be, and then we'll see the next thing. Come on. Sending files from my side. Where are you sending? I didn't get what you're asking for. Chat. In chat, I think you can't send a file. I guess. Oh, you have to. Okay. Okay. You can send me an email. I'll check. Yeah. So application started, and we have seen first app navbar works. Okay, let's me make a navbar. But navbar typing and all takes a lot of time, right? Go to app navbar HTML. So it's supposed to be a navbar. We already made the navbar. Let me grab the navbar first. I think in the evening batch fundamentals, Angular routing with modules, SRC app root components navbar HTML. Okay, let's open this, copy this, and paste it in my navbar. Okay, so assume I written this Angular routing with modules and NGRX extra. Okay, so home slash customers will be slash customers. Oh, previously we have customers also. Okay, okay. No employees now actually. Customers we have now. So customers, stocks, about, contact. Okay, fine. Now let's check. Yes, we get the navbar. Okay, fine. And then let's make a home page. Home page. Home page also. Let's grab from there. Components home HTML. Let me just open this. Copy. Go to um, home. Yeah, components home HTML. Let's replace. So home, yeah, home will not come because you have not done the routing properly. I mean, you have not configured the home page in the routing. Okay, so where did you configure is in the app routing module. You have to configure all the other things. Let's say this is for customers module, and this is for stocks module, and let's start here somewhere. Okay, so path will be just empty for the component is going to be the home page component. Okay, and just like that we have another one as per the navbar. about and contact. Let's make here, not here. So about will be about component, and contact will be the contact component. Okay, so let's check now. Yeah, we get the home page with all the styles and all, and I need a small thing here, NGRX. Okay, so now home page done. Customers works, stocks works, about works, contact works. Okay, fine. These are just basic. You want, you can write something static. So let's start with customers. So in customers module, I have to fetch customers data from server and display here. Okay, in this particular module. So customers means I think it will be. Um, will you write directly customer list or anything like that? Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me close all. So first of all, in my app routing module, customers has configured to the customer module, and the root component will load of this module. But I have to configure my customer list. Okay, can we do one thing? Um, okay, customers, customer routing module. So here I say for path, I'll just say customer customer list component. Okay, for empty path. So let's check. You get, yeah, when you just click on customers, you get the customer list works just to display the customer details here. Okay, and along with that, I need another one. I need another one. So slash. Okay, I just say slash colon ID. So I have to display customer details component. Okay, because you have to select a particular customer name, and that's supposed to get the customer data from the state. So both the things. So here we'll get all list of customers in table format, and when you click on a particular one, it will display the particular data specific customer in the separate component and separate part. Okay, so first of all, let's make this customer list. So HTML, let's make something called dot container. A basic one. Later we will make copy paste row, column. Okay. So inside what I do is that's my list over. Yeah, p dot h3. Welcome to customers module. You can just say margin top 3 and text to danger. Make some p dot h3 p dot leader lorem 30 tab. Okay, and fine. So another row, single column, margin top 3. Fine. So we have done with the basic setup. So here I supposed to get the whole customers. What is, man? Yeah, if I click on customers, nothing is going anywhere. Oh, I made a mistake, man. Here was a mistake. Yeah, double quotes is missing. Okay. Okay, homepage customers. Yeah. So I made a basic setup for all the customers. Yeah, here I supposed to get all the customers from server and display over here. Okay. So how to get all the list of customers is using the service, right? So previously we used to get service inject to component and we'll get data. But now let's make a service for customers. How to create a services in the customers module services customer service.ts file. Yeah, before I proceed with customer service, I need to have a model, because model is not there, because I need to get the list of customer specific data. So let me grab it from here, because here main focus on NGRX. Okay, so app, I think it's customers models. Yeah, you have iCustomer model, copy and paste it in the models. Okay, so this is your, oh, this is the huge data. Okay, okay. So this is my iCustomer model, and how you fetch data is if you go to services, I have this customer service also. So why to waste time? We'll just write as it is, copy, and I'll replace in my customer service. Okay, fine. So I have a customer service using HTTP client. So it's gonna fetch the complete customers data, get all customers, iCustomer array, and one handling error handling function. Fine. So this is customer service to get all the customers from server. So once service also ready, so let's start with what? Let's start with action and then reducer and then effect and then configure everything to the component. Okay. So first let's start with an action, get all customers and get all customers involved with server. So we need three set of actions, get all customer, customer success, customer failure. Okay. So go to, yeah, let's close all, go to customer actions. Okay, if you can see here, there are some other names are there, load customers or something. uh will you do one thing? Instead of changing all the names, why can't you change the name of a service? Load customer, load customers, done. That's a single one name I change. Load customers is my method name. So everywhere load customer success and failure. Okay. Something else you have to change here, load customers, no property, because you just have to fetch data from the server, nothing to provide anything, because while calling it also no nothing has provided. Fine. And then load customer success. So this action get executed when the service is successfully written something. So when this successfully written some data, so what type of data you receive is iCustomer array. So let me declare that here. Okay, customers, you will get back customers of type iCustomer array. You receive it. Okay. If it is failure, if it is failure, you get just a string format. Okay. So let's say error of type string. Done. That's about action. Okay. Load customers and error. Fine. Next. Next what you do, you have to create a reducer. Yep. So let's start with reducers, customer reducers. So here let me take a state and all. State will be three things. Loading will be boolean, and what else? Customers will be I customer array, and error message string. Okay. And the same thing you have to specify in the state. So loading will be false initial state, customer will be empty array, error message will be also empty. Okay. And then so let me write a reducer for this, for each action how to modify this particular state. So you have to import actions. How to import star as customer actions from dot slash, I think no, dot slash component slash, dot slash actions slash customer actions. Okay, this is my this customer actions. Okay. So here on customer actions dot load customers, then you receive a state, no props for load customer. So I just simply return the existing state properties along with loading flag to be true. Okay, that's it. And then another one. So for successful data, so on customer action dot load customer successful. So if it is successful, you receive something. What is that is customers. And this customers, let me put it in the state. So first of all, change loading to false. So once you receive data, you have to stop the spinner, and customers will be the customers. Done. Next, and same story, copy, paste it. This is for load customer failure. You receive what error as a props. If you can see the action, it receives error. It receives the customer. It receives nothing. Yeah, error, and that error I'll put it in the local NGRX store error message with my error. Done. So action ready, reducer also ready. First, let me configure the reducer with uh, I mean, this is reducer belongs to customers module, right? So let me configure this entire reducer to the root state, root level state. Because if you can see root level state has configured, but it is with empty data. Yeah, if you can see here in the Redux, see the initialized raw data will be just empty state. Okay, but I need something new. I need actually this type of state. This is my global state, which contains stock and customer. So stock I have to configure. No, first customer I configure. Customer name is like customer name is like this feature key. Okay, customer name is like this feature key, and its value will be my reducer and state. Okay, so where is that root file in the app? When you open app, you can see reducers in that index.ts file. Yeah, this is the one. So let me import from what? Import from the customer reducer. So import star as customer reducer from // I think customers folder / reducer / customer reducer. Okay, so here you have to configure the key and state. So customer reducer dot customer feature key value will be customer reducer dot state. Okay, and here let's say customer reducer dot customer feature key value will be customer reducer dot reducer. Okay, done. So once you have configured the reducer, please check your state now. Please check your state now. So raw data with state, see, which contains customer, loading customers and all. Right? Done. So now we made what? Actions, reducers and configure with the root level state. Fine. What else is required? Let me see the diagram once. Notes, GitHub and all not required. Yeah, FX. Yeah. So this is basic setup. Action, reducer, store is done. FX services. Service also done. FX. Let's start with FX now. So customers folder FX, customer FX. Okay. So this customer FX should have a connection with what? Should have a connection with the service. So service you need to inject to the FX and then you have to write a story. So how you inject is so actions comma private customer service of type customer service. Okay, so here I write all the fetching data and all load customers. Let me copy this function name. So here let me write an effect. So here I have to do what? So at effect. So let's say public load customers. So return this dot actions dot pipe inside of type. Uh, Let me import the customer actions here. Import star as customer actions from / which one? Customers only. Yeah, actions / customer actions. Okay, so you write customer actions dot load customers is my function. Okay, comma, let's say merge map. Why merge map is just to fetch data. Okay, so here you have to call this dot customer service dot load customer. So when this action gets triggered, is calling internally my service call. So based on the service call, I will decide uh, two things. Calling two actions. One is successful and failure. Okay. So customer load customers dot pipe. So inside map with you receive what? You receive all the customers from the service. Then you have to call what? You have to call customer actions dot load customer success and provided with customers. Okay. If there is any problem, you will say error, catch error. You receive the error from the service. So you can just say type of customer actions dot load customer failure and provided with the error. Wow, super. Done. So this is just for loading customers effects. Depend on that service call. We'll get the result. Put in this successful. Put in this action. So based on this action, reducer starts working. So if that action is triggered, it receives the customer. See here in the effects, what happened? You are triggering. I mean, you are calling a service. You receive data, and that I'm providing to load customer success. So in reducer, what happened? Reducer takes the customers, put it in the local store, and now component what to do? Get this data and display. Simple. So now we have finished everything. Okay. So only thing is now this customer to dispatch an action to load all the customers and then get data from the store. So let's start with my component now. So I'll just go to close it. I go to components, customer list, TS file. Let me declare the dependency on store, private store of type store, and this is of type global state. You can see maximum dot reducers. How many are there? You can easily find that maximum number of dots reducer. Here only two dots. Here three dots. So that is the global one. Okay. So just click on this. See, this is what we have configured. Right. This state customer feature key. Right. You can cross check. Just press Control and click on this, and you can check. Fine. And then what to do? Here, let me take three variables: public, customers of type I customer array. You can just take an empty array and public uh, loading. Just type boolean and then public error message of type string. Just declare this. Also, you just declare no array and all not required. Okay. So now what to do? So when the page loads, I have to dispatch an action, and then get data from the store. Okay. So dispatch an action. We want actions to be imported. So import star as customer actions from dot slash no dot slash action slash customer actions. Let's also import the reducers. Import star as customer reducer from dot slash reducer slash customer reducer. Okay, so let's say here dispatch. So this dot store dot dispatch and action customer actions dot load customers is my action. So once this action is triggered, you get the data from the server. Let's check now. Uh, See here. So at this point of time, data is just empty. The raw data is just empty. But the moment when I click on customers module, then only it is able to fetch data. So click on this. Click on this. Oh wait, if I click on customers, What man? It's not working. Refresh. Link is not working. We click on customers. Stocks about customers. Store update reducer. Then why my some error has come man? Console. Uncaught error in the customer. I cannot initiate cyclic dependency customer service. Cyclic dependency. Yeah. Some problem. No provider for HTTP client. Hmm. Maybe some problem in my FX because only from FX it is doing the server call, right? Yeah, customer FX line number 9. Customer FX line number 9. Here is the problem. It says some problem is saying here only. I thought I written correct. Hmm. Let's check. Customer FX. Yeah, here. What to do? Everything is correct now. I think customers will be customers, correct? Error will be with error. Okay, I think it's fine. Customer service dot load customer dot pipe. It's fine. Let's check now. Customers, same error. Customer effect, customer service, HTTP client, HTTP client, HTTP client. Okay, maybe some issue with FX man. Here is the problem. Can we do one thing? We already done this yesterday, right? Where is that? Evening batch, NGRX, GitHub profile search, SRC app, FX, GitHub FX. Yep, this is the one. Copy. I'll paste it here. So this will be what load customers. Okay, I don't need. I just comment out this. Yeah, load customers. Here, customer actions dot load customers action you get and nothing to provide here. Okay, just empty. So this is customer service dot load customers. You receive back all the customers from there, and you just say customer actions dot load customer success. So this will be customers error everything fine of type customer actions dot load customer failure error. It's fine. Okay, let's see. Same problem. Okay. Object customer service factory null injector error. No provider for HTTP client. No provider for HTTP client. Don't we have HTTP client there? Root level, we have HTTP client module. There is no HTTP client module. Oh, how come? We made yesterday, no? Yeah, it says that there is no HTTP client module, right? No H. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, let's say import HTTP client module. I think while removing, I removed it. HTTP client module should be there. as a dependency. I think now it will work. Let's see. Now when I click on customers, okay, super, I got something. No error means sign. Yeah, when I go to Redux, see you got data. See load customers. Actually, I just tell you from scratch. In refresh, actually the simple thing we have not made this import statement. HTTP client. I removed it maybe by mistake. Yeah, see here when page loads, everything is not loaded because that's the concept of modules. Yeah, just only get what some raw data state is there like this. Okay. Now, when I click on the customer, the moment I click on the customers, it is dispatching an action. Okay. So load customers action has dispatched and successful data has been received. And this is the data got filled. You can see the chart. See customers, it full of customers has get from the store. I mean from the server you put it in the store. But I have to get that and display in my page here. Here I want to get it. So how to get it in the customer list component? You just dispatch, keep in the store. Now get from store. How to get from store? This dot store dot pipe select customer reducer dot customer feature key dot subscribe. So here you get the state. So just say this dot customers is equal to state dot customers. Okay, and this dot error message is equal to state dot error message, and this dot loading is equal to state dot loading. Okay, fine. So you receive everything here, all customers. Let me see the customers data on my component. See here, let's say pre-tag expression customers of type JSON. Check it out. Yeah, you get all the customers here. So only thing is we have to display all the customers in a proper tabular format. Let me grab that story from my previous example, not previous example, in the fundamentals module. Mm, routing module, SRC, app, customers, components, list, HTML. This is how you have to get data. So serial number, customers and all. Let me just, okay, this table, copy for the whole table. Let's make the table in the place of column. Okay, let's check. Yes. So you got data from there, and serial number. I don't want this much bigger number. I want just smaller one. So how I make it? The customer. Yeah, this anchor tag, serial number. This is serial number. So dot uh, substring of what? This dot length minus 5. So last 5 characters of a string. Okay, looks good. Okay, fine. So name we made it. So name we made the path as customer slash list slash ID. But but it must be image is missing. Actually, image will come in the next page. Details page image will come. Okay, details page image will come. If you wish image you want, you can display here. But I thought of okay. So when I click on this, actually something wrong URL it is. See, when I click on the name, customers list ID. But what I configured in my customer module, routing module, just slash ID. So customers module already configured the customers slash ID. So it must be no list, just customers slash ID. So why customers slash ID is The whole module is configured with customers, then I only configure in the customer module id, so customer slash id. Fine. And so let's check now. I think it worked. Let me click on this Caspian. Not going anywhere. How come? Yeah, let me hover customer slash id, customer slash id. Something wrong, it says. Maybe. Oh, blunder mistake. You never mention slash in the routing, no. Only React you'll mention the slash. Angular, no slash are required. Correct. Yeah, now check. So click on Caspian. Yeah, it's gone to the ID and details, customer details page will come. Okay, super. Now what we do, we have to get this ID and dispatch and again an action to get data from the store and get it here. Okay. First, let me fetch this ID in this customer details component. So let me go to customer details component ts file. Yeah, here you have to get the ID from the URL. How to get the ID from the URL? Using the activated route, right? Param map and all. Okay, param map and all. So let's say private activated route of type activated route. Okay, and let's say I'll just create a public selected customer of type I customer. I just customer. Okay. So what I do when the page loads, I have to get the data from the route. So this dot activated route dot param dot subscribe. So here you get the param of type. No, I think you get here one function. Yeah, here you get the param of type capital param map. Okay, so you return, not return. You can just take local variable or something. ID you get no. Um, okay, can I say public customer ID of type just string? I'll just say this dot customer ID is equal to param dot get of ID because I made hardcode ID, right? Colon ID. That's why it is ID because I made ID here ID. That's why here also ID. Fine, I get the customer ID. Uh, so let me check. I might get the customer ID or not. Go to HTML somewhere pre-tag expression customer ID. Check it out. I got customer ID. Okay, so done. So after you get the customer ID, you have to dispatch an action to get data for the particular format. But problem is in my service we have only one function. See here in my services we don't have any function to take the customer ID and give you the particular customer ID. We have only one function to get all the customers. Okay, if your backend is yours like Express server, you can make that type of functions, right? Okay, if I write the code by using Express.js, I would have write, sir, I would have written the customer ID takes and gives back a single customer, but that is not there. We have only one because this URL gets only one. So what we do, we use the same thing. Okay, so then what I do is, let me inject store as well. Private store of type store. This belongs to the state. Maximum state is this one. Cross check. Correct. Where is my here? Yeah, I get the store. Let me dispatch an action and fetch data. So dispatch an action means you have to import something. So import star as customer actions from dot dot slash action slash customer actions, and also import star as customer reducer dot slash sorry reducer slash customer reducer. Okay, so now I have to dispatch an action to fetch data. You can dispatch here afterwards or before anytime. Um, let's say, or let me dispatch directly. Dispatch an action. But why to dispatch an action? Already data is there in the store, na? You get directly get the store rights. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Without dispatch also it will work. Let me dispatch once and then I'll remove and tell you. This dot store dot dispatch what load no customer actions dot load customers. Okay, then you get the ID and then you have to get the particular data. So how to get particular data? So get data from NGRX store. How? This dot store dot pipe select 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 what? Um, customer reducer dot customer feature key dot subscribe. Here you receive the state, but this state contain the full of customers. No, so let customers of type chi customers array is equal to state dot customers. I don't want all customers. I want only just single customer based on my ID. So you can filter now itself. So I can just say this dot selected customer is equal to, you can just say direct statement state dot customers dot find 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 what find each customer where written something customer dot login. Yeah, login dot uuid is equal to my this dot customer id. That's it. Okay, so you get the customer, then this line not required. So state dot customers dot find a particular customer based on my url provided customer id. You get the selected customer from the store. Let me put this customer data on my html to find out is it really getting data or not. Selected customers of type json filter. Okay, see here, are we get data? Yes, I got Caspian data. So go to customers again, Una. I got Una data. Perfect. So what to do? This fine. But thing is, I'm saying no need to dispatch an action again because because once you click on customers, right? Once you click on customers loaded, I already send a request to server and I got data in the keep in the store, right? I have data already in the store. So when I click on this guy, then why can't you get data from the store for this ID? So why are you dispatching an action again? Okay, already store contains data, right? So anybody can access that. So I don't need to dispatch an action here. Okay, let's see. Let me go to home page now. Yeah, home page, customers, Caspian, got data. Correct? Because people can't directly go to Caspian because they don't know what is the idea of it. Correct? They must go to customer. From there only they go to details. So by the time you load customer, data is there. So when I click on a particular guy, data also will come. Okay, super. But I have to display what? I have to display in a proper tabular format. So how? Simple, get from a previous customer details HTML. Yeah, this is the thing. Copy everything. Go to my customer details.html. Replace this guy. Any problem? No problem. Okay, let's check. So when I click on Caspian, I get the Caspian photo. Back to customer list. Something wrong. I think just customers not listed. Okay. Some problem is there with the button. No, just customers not listed. Okay. Check it out. So now I receive data from here. When I click on this guy, I got data back to customer list. I got here. Here also you click on back button. Let's go to home with the slash. You can just make this very simple. Caspian back Emma, right? Sophia. Okay, fine. So we got data perfectly from the store. Okay, and same story you have to make it for stocks as well. That's very simple, right? Yeah, let's see one more time how to configure everything for stocks also. Okay, see here. Let's close everything. From where we have to start? From where we have to start for stocks is first get the stocks rated model. Let me go to the app stocks models. Yeah, this is the there is no model for stock. Huh? Oh, mistake is I asked you to do this, no stocks example. Okay, problem is that correct. I think maybe in the notes I would have given the URL for you guys to get the stock data. No URL also. Maybe I asked you to what get from GitHub gist. Yeah, we had to do. We have a lot of time then. Yeah, let's start with the stock. Same story, but one more time. Okay. So first of all, let me go to the GitHub gist. GitHub gist. So here I have a stocks data. This is the stocks data. Let me just get this data once. Raw data. Copy this. Go to Google. JSON validator. No, validate. Array. Validate JSON online. JSONlint.com. Paste it. Validate. You get the proper format. Copy. Go to Notepad. Paste it. Convert to JSON. No, convert to J for JSON format. Okay, you got a proper setup of the data and fields also you have. So let's create a model for this. Copy. Go to here in stocks model. I create something called one TypeScript. So I stock. So export interface I stock data, but it must be number remaining all strings. This is string. But while declaring stock data, no codes required. So let's take this control R, replace with nothing, replace all, gone. Okay. So now you get the stock model. We can give like that. But my data is just number, so I just pretty sure that is a number. That's why I give a number. Okay. So I stock is done, and let's start with service. Service same like customer, no? Let me grab the customer data. So customers, services, customer service. So let me grab the whole constructor and everything. Copy. Go to customer services. No, stock services. Yeah, stock services. Replace and let's make load stocks. This is also load stocks, and I think it's fine. But this will be what I stock array, and this also I stock array. Remaining and all same to same, and URL. URL must be this one. Copy paste the URL. Okay, fine. So that's fine to load all the stocks. And next, concentration on actions, reducers, and all. Okay, so let's start with close customers, actions. Here we have load stocks. Yeah, super. Same function copy. Load stocks. Fine. So load stocks data will be stocks of type I stock array. This will be error of type string. Okay. Fine. Action ready. Let's start with reducer. Reducer will be, yeah, here. So what you do, loading will be boolean, and what stocks of type I stock array, just say error of type string. Okay, then and then let's make a default data, copy paste it. Loading will be false, stocks will be empty array, error will be the string, not just error message. Fine, and now let's configure this reducer to the global state, because you don't have any information about it in the store. If you can inspect Redux, Redux, see, Redux contains only customer data, right? Or last one, you see, it only customers data, but I want stock data also. Okay, see here in the chat, only customers data is there, but I need a stock data, one more flow chart like this, like the same. So for that, go to root level reducer index.ts. Yeah, here. Let me import star as reducer stock reducer from dollar slash stocks slash reducer slash stock reducer. Okay, so you provide along with that stock reducer dot stock feature key value will be stock reducer dot state. Okay, and same way reducer you have to configure. So stock reducer dot stock feature key will be stock reducer. Array, stock reducer dot reducer. Fine. So now you check the stock information also in the store. Redux. Yeah. So customer data, stock data also there, but all are empty. Fine. Yeah. Now let's start with the reducer story. This is not finished. Let me get all the actions. So import star as stock actions from dollar slash action slash stock actions. Okay, so here on on stock actions dot load stocks comma one function. This will take the state, so return dot state, and also loading will be true. Okay, and same thing, this is load stock success. You receive the property as stocks. So let's make loading false, and then so stocks will be the stocks you receive from the action, and comma. Lastly, for failure, copy that and paste it. So stock failure, you receive an error. So let's take the error message will be the error. Okay, fine. So we made action reducer service and all done. Now let's start with FX. FX is just like customer effect, no? So why to waste time? Customers FX, this one. Copy, simply copy this. Go to stock FX. Okay, here you have to inject something. You have to inject the stock service. So private stock service of type stock service, and then let's say at effect. So just say public. Oh, I already have it. I pasted. So let's say load stocks, and this is what stock service. No, it's action. I didn't import action. Let's say import star as stock actions from dollar slash action slash stock actions. Okay, so you just say stock actions. So load stocks, and this is stock service. So load stocks. You get all the stocks, and here so stock actions dot load stock success. You get all the stocks, and then stock actions dot load failure. Done. So let's effect also done. So let's go to the actual component and get it. So component, go to, but component we are not configured, no? In the stock, there are two components, other list and details, but these things not configured in my router. So nothing configured here. Yeah, let's take like this. For empty path, I'm gonna configure the stock list component just like customer, okay? And colon ID, I have to configure stock detailed component. Okay, fine. So this way. So now go to stock list. There is nothing here. Let's say private store of type store, and this must be of state the global more than number of more dots reducer. This one. So you check. This is the global one. It's having customer as the stock. Okay. So now when the page loads, dispatch an action to get stocks from server, and then get data from the store. So before I do this, let me import actions and reducers. Import star as stock actions from dollar slash action slash stock actions. Okay. Import star as stock reducer from dollar slash reducer slash stock reducer. So here dispatch. So this dot store dot dispatch an action. So store no stock actions dot load stocks. So you receive data from the server and you keep it in the local. Let's check. So as of now, just empty. So when I click on customers, see customer data filled because when you click on customer, but stock is not filled. Stocks are empty. The moment I click on the stocks, then stock also successful. Now see, this is customer data. This is stock data. Okay. So fine. So two these things. Okay. Yeah, fine. So both are loaded. So let me get data from store. So this dot store dot pipe stock reducer dot feature key dot subscribe here You receive the state, something wrong it says. Select is missing. Select. Yeah, here you have a state. So you have to keep it in the local variable. So public stocks of type I stock array, and also public error message of type string, and public loading of type boolean. Okay, so let's get data. So this dot stocks is equal to state dot stocks, and this dot error message is equal to state dot error message, and this dot loading is equal to state dot loading. Okay, fine. So let me get data of stocks and display on my HTML. Let's write some pre-tag. So stocks of type JSON. Okay, so let's check. Yeah, I got stocks. So simply convert this to like a like proper what table format. So I let me get the table from the previous example. SRC app stocks components less this one. Oh, sorry, I didn't made this. No, it's a long story. Okay, at least you try that. Anyway, stocks has received no. So stocks you just display in a tabular format, and then so display stock details also, just like customers. So customers how to do get I mean stock list how to do get data from the store again. Don't dispatch again. You get data. Okay, that's how you try. Yeah, that's what you do the UI. I'll just showed only the raw format. Okay, you can just convert to table and all. Fine. And about page, contact page, you try something. Okay, this is just example of routing.
Why is
So
global effect is there?
global
Yeah, global reducer is there and global effect is there, na?
global effect. Global state will be there. That reducer means state only here, not that one. I think this is belongs to what?
Source folder.
Yeah, it is stocks. One second, let me close all. Okay, so here app
Inside app. Yeah,
uh,
effect. There
effects.
is effect, na?
Yeah, I tell you. Reducer is there, na? This reducer is root reducer. Here you
This
have
is
to
the
huh.
yeah, yeah. This is okay. Then why is the effect there? We didn't do anything there, na?
Yes, this example we didn't do anything in the root effects, but actually what we did, see here in customers data, we use customer effects to get the customer data, and we display the customers only. And like both are independent module. And stocks also, you get data customers and I mean stocks, and you keep in stocks only. But sometimes what happen in your application, uh, in my stocks also I call customer effects. In customers I call stock effects to fetch data from there. So interlink. So that case, what we do is we will configure the customer effects and stock effects in the root app module somewhere here. Root effects, comma customer effects. I think it's you have to load it.
Do we have an example of that?
That is the last example is there, na? Our e-commerce application. There we actually get some error. Okay, so that case we have to configure here.
Okay, okay.
In e-commerce, I'll show you this. Okay, but as of now, just all are independent modules. Okay,
Sure, sure,
fine.
sure.
Yeah. So that's about modules with NGRX. And the next example goes to be the big basket application of NGRX. Okay. Backend and everything we made, front end also we made. Only thing is convert to NGRX. So let's start that application tomorrow. And then after that, we are going to start the e-commerce application. Okay, so tomorrow will be the big basket, and on Wednesday onwards we'll start the e-commerce application. So e-commerce take I think around some 7 to 8 days. So first day design, second day server setup, third day slowly injecting the folders and all, like payments, deployment, like that.
No
So
authorization in NGRX.
is there, but I'll just show you directly in e-commerce.
Okay, okay.
Okay, because e-commerce directly first to start with authorization only.
Yeah, authorization, it was little tricky to get.
That one. Okay, or else we can do one thing. We can do the same events booking application with NGRX, and then we'll start the main project. That way also we can do. Okay, we already done the events booking application now. Same events booking application after Big Basket we'll do with NGRX. Then we'll move on to the actual project. There also again that authorization and all will come with NGRX. Okay, fine. So let me think of it. After Big Basket, let's do the events booking app with the NGRX. Okay, and then we'll start the main application. Fine. And any question?
Sir, can you open your mail, sir, once?
Okay, sorry.
Can you open your mail, sir?
Notes.
Mail,
Mail,
mail.
mail, mail.
My mail.
In Zoom chat, I cannot send the file. Sir,
Can you mute
anytime.
our bro? TV. So what? TV volume. I didn't get anything. Send me a
Naveen
mail.
Sagam, sir, Naveen Sagam.
Da Naveen Sakama. Now send to naveen.uibrains. Naveen.uibrains@gmail.com. Tell me what is the issue.
By showing that, I can say that, sir.
Sorry?
Showing that, I can exactly say what is the problem.
Oh, okay, send me.
Sir, are we
Yeah,
covering Ionic also?
Ionic, I thought of covering one application, one small application. Let's see. One application, only one. That is just Angular only, but extra Ionic modules are not required. Screen recording. What is? Start recording.
One of my friend designed this application in his company, sir.
Oh,
Can
okay.
can you show? Can you tell the flow? But I'm asking this. My friend is asking me to pay 2,000.
Your friend is asking you
Pay me 2,000. I will say the flow.
to tell the flow. 2000
He's
rupees, huh?
yes, sir.
Then you're asking me free, huh?
No, sir.
Then,
He's
yeah,
saying
by
that
seeing the code, you understand, na?
no. He's saying that he did not use any backend. Then where the recorded video goes?
Screen recording. To
Yeah,
start
click on
recording,
that
click
button.
start
Click on that
recording.
button. It will start recording. So there is a pop-up, and you can see that share
Huh.
entire screen or only Chrome window like that.
It is recording now.
Yes, sir.
I open this page, this page, this page.
No, sir. You did not click that recording button.
Where
You did not start the.
start recording, I click.
Mm, you will select the screen, some screen, then start share. Hello or block. That is your wish. Now it is recording, sir.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, react this.
Yes, sir. But can we do it in Angular, sir?
Stop. We can do. Both are single
No.
page only, na?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Stop recording. I'm clicking on stop. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Stop recording. Stop is not working, huh?
No, sir. It is working. What?
Maybe pop-ups I block it.
So, It will come like a pop-up. There is a download button for that recorded video.
Okay,
When
maybe
I
in the
search,
browser cache they are keeping it.
okay, search in the Google, he takes the
So
help
he
of.
developed by himself or company?
No, sir, by himself, sir. Only just some parts, some portions,
Some portion he developed.
a bit
Okay, ask
audio.
him to get the code, then we understand the flow. That's what.
Yes, sir, got it.
See,
Uh,
some library will be there for this man. They can't do everything from scratch. Okay,
yes, yes.
some library will be
Sir,
there for
can we
that.
do with WebRTC?
Web,
WebRTC.
what is that? Can you type?
WebRTC, sir. Okay. WebRTC. This is a
Web
Google screen
RT,
recorder. I think you know this.
Web RTC is a screen recorder. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Free open source project that provides web browser, mobile application, real-time communication, simple application programming interface. Okay, okay. This looks like a chat application kind of.
Having recorder also, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. See, that's what that guy may be using some library of it, screen
Sir,
recording.
is there any chance to implement like this application in Angular in our further classes?
We can see same library. We can also this is the JavaScript library only, na. See,
Yes.
NGRX is JavaScript library, like
Hmm.
Node.js library. We can just install and we can do it. That's not a problem.
Sir, one
But thing is,
just
ask him to get the code.
okay.
Then you can understand the flow. Here you can't understand. UI what will be there. Click on the button and all we understand. But click on this. What is that library is calling? We have to know. If you can go to the
Sir, can you clarify just one thing? He's saying that I did not use any backend for this application. Is it possible to do only with front end, only with React?
huh. See, he used some browser router, hash router, link. These are all React specific things.
Yes, yes.
See, here you can find it. Right click, inspect, and sources. You
Hmm.
go there. You can find each.
Router module
But
creation.
these are like existing one only. This is not his code. This is existing
This is not
module.
from scratch. As he
Uh,
developed only some contents, sir, only some components.
Only few things will show here and some existing. These are all. Yeah, he made in Bootstrap.
Inbuilt things, inbuilt things.
Uh, Actually, see, thing is for screen share.jsx is there. Okay, screen recording.jsx. Okay, if you call recorded video URL model screen record preview model.
Means it is a pop-up
Yeah,
error.
this is the code, no?
Mm.
State start recording. This is the code. State is there. Capture camera is there. But what is that? Navigate.media devices dot user media. Oh, see, this is see, it's give you the access, no, allow camera and
Yes,
all.
sir. Yes, yes.
That
Got it.
is just normal JavaScript library navigator object.
Okay.
Where is that navigator? It's a global object. Navigator global object like JavaScript navigator and capture camera. Mm, you get the camera, capture screen, display media. Okay, maybe he used that same JavaScript library only.
Mm.
Yeah, in JavaScript library also it will be there. It seems like voice recording and screen recording libraries will be there internally of JavaScript. Maybe
Yes.
that I mean the vanilla JS you use.
Okay. Vanilla JX means it is a normal JS only, sir.
That's what normal JS only. So
And
here
he
you
has.
understand the flow, but not completely. Only some files you can see here.
Okay, got it, sir. And he also develops one chart application with the help of with the JavaScript mastery in YouTube
Okay, okay,
chart application.
okay, okay.
it is only available for just charting from user to admin, admin to user. No images and no video files or nothing.
Oh, okay, okay.
We,
This is routing. Okay, okay, fine. And some
in
issues
every
also
application,
issue.
in every application you are maintaining the not just basic table, no, sir. I just created a one huge table with more call spans and row spans. That is the image I
Sorry,
want to share with you. In every example, you are showing the basic table format. Yes.
basic table format, huh?
Mm. I I have created some huge table like a billing application. You just type in Google GST billing application.
Huh, 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 huh.
With there are more call spans and row spans in that image.
Okay, okay.
In that we can, how can we maintain, how can we manage that ng for loop, sir? It will make a huge,
Depend on the logic.
for every tr we can write like that.
Like,
Suppose
can you
there
first
are,
reduce that TV volume? Okay, so my class is done. Those who want to leave, you can leave. Hello, Anji, are you there?
sir, yes, yes.
Ah,
Yeah, now it is okay.
okay.
I have maintained with some huge row spans and call spans. For the
Okay.
suppose there are 20 tier, 20
Ah,
20 tier. You
hmm.
just once type in the Google, sir, GST billing application. I can show that then practically GST billing
That's okay.
application
That okay.
images.
What you're expecting there?
If suppose there are 20 TRs, 20
Hmm.
TR.
Hmm.
For every TR, I want to write NG for it. Is it possible, or it makes a
Ah,
huge?
20 TR means yeah, 1 NG for is enough, no?
For every TR, it is a different data, no, sir.
Then you have to write for every TR. Obviously, yes, correct.
Okay,
You have to write in that way.
that is the image I want to share with you, sir.
Okay, okay. Send me screenshot, I'll check. But if it is different data for every row, then you must have to write a different NG
Already
for.
send it to the Naveen Sag mail, sir. I
Send
will
to this
send.
one,
Wait,
Naveen dot this one
I will
UI
send
brain.
again. Wait, wait.
Okay, okay, fine. Uh, okay, you send me. I'll see that after
Ah,
that. Okay.
thank you, sir. I
Yeah.
will
Okay.
send it.
Okay, fine. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.